Hello, welcome to the fourth quick reveal between Craig and myself, two of the directors at Syntec. Geez, it's been a fun week over the last couple of days, prepping our perfect work from home setups. And really the brief was go and find whatever it is that you would like in your home setup from our warehouse, put it together on a table and come back with what you think. So I have put together a work from home setup which complements my lifestyle, that's on the go. I want to plug in and I want to connect, and Craig has put together something awesome. What you got for us today?
So I've put together a gaming rig, and I've added ARGB lighting around the system. So ARGB lighting is addressable RGB, and where in the past you just see RGB, which means if you had a light strip like the one I've got at the back, all the LEDs would be the same color at the same time. So new addressable RGB means I can control each LED at a separate time to make it a different color. So I have an ARGB LED rope light, I have ARGB Colo Light 6 blocks, I have an ARGB keyboard, mouse, my chassis, my headphones and my headphone stand are all ARGB. So I'll be showing you a bit more about my gaming setup.
Don't forget your chair is also ARGB.
Oh, and my chair is ARGB as well. Forgot about that one.
Awesome. So we're going to jump right in. What is cool is that all of these products are available from Syntec, and everything with the exception of this notebook. And we'll be going through the setup in detail. So let's take a look. Here's my setup. Everything that I wanted in one central place, and there were a couple of things that I went after. The first was it needs to be a clean surface with as few cables as possible, and the reason I wanted that is clutter just gets in the way, and particularly cables. So everything is designed to be portable and clutter free, even the wireless keyboard and mouse combo set that we've got here. And I'm going to walk you through what I've got. So starting with this gaming chair over here. This is the Redragon chair. We have these chairs available from different brands, and it has the great waist support as well as neck support. Very comfortable and quite adjustable, so you can move it backwards and forwards. If I am going to be spending some time at home behind the PC, the beauty is that I can really make it fit my body and be as comfortable as possible. So really love the chair. One thing worth mentioning is that I'm really enjoying working at home with the lockdown restrictions, but I'm also really enjoying getting to the office and moving around. And so for many people, there is a hard lockdown move, and they worked and shifted their office entirely to their remote workspace. Personally, I'm spending a bit of time at both locations, and I want a setup that's going to be able to complement that movement. So I largely work off a notebook, and here it is here. It's not from Syntec, but everything else is. And what makes this notebook great is that it has a Type-C port with power delivery, and that means that when I get to the office at home, I can literally plug in my notebook, pop it down on this very cool notebook stand, which gives it great height so that I can see the screen nicely, my neck doesn't look down, and plug in a single Type-C port. So this Type-C cable runs into a hub, which then powers the notebook, because it's got power delivery from the notebook charger that's plugged straight into it. So the notebook continues to get charged while it's working. It also connects to all of the peripherals at the same time. And because it's got MST built in, it means that it can power 2 additional screens at the same time. So effectively, I have my notebook screen, and I have 2 separate monitors that I can extend and use the full functionality. So make sure, if you are going to be buying a Type-C hub with display output, that it has the MST functionality, because that gives you the extend capabilities. A lot of them will only give you a replication port, and that means that you've got the same screen replicated on every one of your monitors. So as I mentioned, the Type-C hub connects to all my peripherals. There are no cables. This is a Go Freetech wireless keyboard and mouse combo. It's great. It comes with the batteries and everything built in, so that plugs straight in. ask me, this is a massive mouse pad and I absolutely love it. And the reason I have one of these at home is because I work on an antique table. So the mouse pad means that there's no scratches from the bottom of the keyboard or the mouse, and it's really, really nice and soft for me to carry on typing. So my wrists stay great. The monitor stand are great, a lovely range from Orico and a few other brands. And this just allows you to put your keyboard and mouse underneath or store anything underneath your monitor, also keeping it at a great neck height. The other products that we've got here are really cool. So this is a Call-Tel wired headset, and it has noise cancelling in the microphone. Very, very comfortable. It has, this particular one has a USB interface. They also have RJ9 connections as well as the 3.5mm jack, so really any kind of interface, and really cool if you want to have great quality while you're talking on a VoIP connection or on a video call. But it does have a wire connection, so you can use the quick release to remove the wire and change the interface if you need to. Very, very nice. And the benefit of having a headset is that if you're having a confidential conversation, obviously no one else can hear what's going on. Most of the time, however, I use my condenser microphone, which is mounted on the desk and has exceptional quality. So it picks up everything, really focuses on the audio, and it's a lovely addition. In fact, I didn't realize how powerful a mic could be until I started using this for fine microphone. Fantastic. Sits on my desk and can just easily be moved away by the arm if I don't need it. Other cool things that we've got, the webcam. This webcam is absolutely brilliant. It's from the Ausdom range. We also have the Redragon and a couple of other brands that are in the market. Ausdom, all HD quality, very, very simple to use, and the quality is fantastic. And then a very cool new addition which has come in from Port is a adjustable monitor stand that mounts onto your desk. So it keeps your monitor and the stand off the desk space, easy to adjust, easy to move around, really, really phenomenal quality. Then just moving on to the last few things that I wanted to share with you. The desktop speakers go well really nicely with a microphone, because then you can be completely hands-free. You don't need to worry about a headset whatsoever, and your video calls are seamless. And when things get hot in the office, an office desk fan, super cool, really love it, and nice to have a bit of fresh air blowing all over me. The last thing I wanted to show you, and this is on its way from Orico, and it is such a simple, nifty thing. This one is pink, and it's got a little mirror built in, and when I first looked at it, I thought, what would you possibly need this for? But it is a cell phone holder. So popping it on for cell phone video calls, it's got a little mirror that you can see that you look okay before you turn that video function on, and has a space at the bottom for you to charge it. This is a lovely little addition for when you are working on your mobile device and you want to have a Zoom call. It folds up nicely into a pocket or a handbag. Very cool addition. And that is my home setup. One last thing I forgot to mention is the TaoTronics lamp, which has got adjustable LED settings. Very cool, and just make sure that my workspace is lit up nicely. And that's it from me. Have a great day, guys.
Yeah, so afternoon. So this is my gaming rig setup, and I'll take you through the setup of what I've got here. So firstly, we've got one of our pre-built systems. So this is one of the latest Entech chassis with a 3060 MSI card in it, and this is powerful enough for me to play games at home as well as to do all my complex spreadsheets. So not only a gaming PC, but a lot of what we do on spreadsheets requires a lot of power, and this machine will be capable of doing both. So like we said, we've got ARGB set up here. You cannot see a lot of the lights at the moment, but my LEDs going and my color lights going, and as you can see, the ARGB on the chair is running. So I've got a set of Redragon headphones over here, and this is what I'd use if I was gaming. I'd use the microphone and the headphones on this. I also have the Redragon headset stand, which is also great RGB. It also comes with a 4-port hub in it. So I plug my Type-C into the back, and I have 4 ports around the front and the side of it. I can also change my colors and turn them off, and that is my great headphone set for gaming. I have the latest Redragon mouse and keyboard. So this is a mechanical keyboard, and the reason why you'd go for a mechanical keyboard when gaming is you don't get ghosting if you hit a lot of keys at the same time, as well as the feel of a mechanical keyboard is much more tactile than a membrane keyboard. So a lot more feel as to when you've actually hit a keystroke. One of the latest mouse. This is a very, very light mouse. You can see the latest design. Makes it very light to move around and play first-person shooting games. So also with my ARGB on it. And then what I've got over here, so if I wasn't gaming and I was using YouTube or casting, here is one of our Redragon microphones. So much clearer and more precise when you're YouTubing or recording voice videos. One of the great things I've got on my desk here is the latest Xiaomi 20-watt wireless stand. So this is a desktop charging stand, and all I need to do is put my phone straight onto it, and there you can see straight away that it would start charging. This is a 20-watt charger, so always make sure that the AC adapter that you're using is higher than 20 watts to power it. If you had to use something that's less than 20 watts, you won't get full wireless charging out of it. And for here, I'm running the latest Xiaomi 65-watt GAN charger. So this thing would charge almost any type of device, and this would be a great companion with your wireless charger. I also have one of the latest Xiaomi power banks. So this is the Pro 3. This is a 45-watt PD charger, so your 45-watt notebooks would be able to charge with this. It's a 20,000 milliamp, and actually just landed today, and that's a new addition to the range. I also have, if I can put it through over here so you can see it, I have a Orico 5-port desktop charger. So this I use to charge my power bank or to charge up any devices. It's also running my Colo Light 6-block strip over here. I have my speakers, so these are also Redragon speakers, and they also have ARGB lights going around on it. My Redragon mouse pad, a really nice big one, which keeps me from falling off the mouse pad while I'm playing games. So lots of space to move your keyboard and to get control of your mouse properly. Another thing that I've used on the desk is the Orico cable management. So two types of devices. I don't think you can see at the back here, but all my cables are tied together with a little pink block over here, which we'll show you on the table, which keeps all my cables from getting tangled, as well as our Velcro compatible strips from Orico, where I've used to manage my cables. I also have a Redragon webcam on here. So there's a little Redragon webcam. So while I'm doing any video calls or anything, everybody can see me. And that's basically my setup, a nice ARGB setup with everything required to do gaming as well as to do my business work. And that's my setup for today.
I have to say, before COVID, I never really saw the value of spending money in my home office, because I was coming to work every single day and I didn't need that space. It was only once in a while that I would need to set up a rig. But the more I think about it and the more I've used my home office through COVID, I feel more professional. Everything's just got its place. I can plug in and I work, and it's seamless. So spending the money before was difficult on my setup, but if I consider the fact that I'm not driving every single day, I'm saving money on petrol, and when I work I want to feel like I'm productive, it's been a really valuable investment for me. The only other thing that I took a lot of value with is my home office is not very big, and in a small confined space for hours on end, I can highly recommend an air purifier, particularly with what's going on with all the health scares all over the place. So we have a couple of brands, TaoTronics, Xiaomi, and they're really fantastic devices, keep the air nice and clear. So we really hope that you've gotten some value looking at all the different peripherals and accessories. Obviously the amount of space on these desks has limited the range that we could show you today, but in principle you get to see all the ideas. There's only one downside, and that is if you don't have power at home during load shedding, what good is this home setup? So I'm going to hand over to Craig to throw one more great solution at you, and just so that you can see ways to stay up and running even when the country's got no power. Over to you, Craig.
Fantastic, ready when you are.
So thanks, Ryan. Today I'm going to show you our Gizu Mini UPS. So this is our second model in the range. Our first model supported a single DC output and a PoE output. This is our second version, which supports two DC outputs at separate voltages. So what's the use of this device? So like you can see behind here, I have an ONU, and this would be a device sitting in your house that converts your fiber into a network connection. Then that network connection would then plug into your router, and your router would give you your Wi-Fi at home. So if you have load shedding, obviously these work from home solutions are pointless unless you can keep your internet and your fiber up and running. So this is the Gizu device here. I'm actually going to unplug the power to it at the moment. Okay. So I have unplugged our incoming power. It is now switched over into UPS mode and is running our two devices. So this is showing our battery charge now. I'm at 100% charge. I also have two DC outputs. So if at the moment I'm running both of them at 12 volts because my router and my ONU is 12 volts, sometimes you'd have your router at 9 or 12, and sometimes you might even have your ONU at 5 volts. So on the side, you'd select your two devices. Always make sure that is correct. If your voltage is too high, you are going to blow your device. So first check your voltage before powering it on. Then it takes in the normal AC, your normal power from your wall plug, so you don't need a special AC adapter. And this little device running these two devices over here would probably power them for 4 to 5 hours on a normal load. So like it is over here, if I then wanted to switch them off, I could hold down the power button. That would then power off all the devices, and I'll just power them back on. Keep my power cable plugged in, and I am now protected against load shedding for 4 to 5 hours on my router and my ONU. A fantastic solution to keep you up and running, and in a couple of months we will show you some great new units arriving in the range. Okay, thank you, Ryan.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Craig. Jeez, nice to see the power options that are available. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got some very exciting additional power range products that are going to be coming in the coming months. So looking forward to you telling us more about those. But maybe you want to just share the details on our special regarding all these products.
Sure. So for the next 48 hours, you'll be able to use the coupon code on the screen to be able to purchase any of these items on a website order and get R100 off. So please use the code and get your free items. And please join us for our next quick reveal next month, which is going to be on some very exciting Xiaomi products that have just landed. The containers outside, and we're very excited to show you some of the new products. And thank you